Hello, everybody. I I have been enlightened, and I have come to sincerely apologize for the past 2 years reviewing the Star Wars Expanded Universe, now redubbed Legends by Disney, and rightfully so. Disney should call these things fiction, fairy tales that are told, because these are all garbage, non-canon pieces of crap. I'm gonna prove it to you. You know what? George never, ever, 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 ever consider the EU canon. Remember that, you EU fans, you absolute morons. Remember this, that George Lucas always stated that the 6 films were his movies, and that everything else was another universe. Totally what he said. Definitely not taken out of context. Definitely not switching the words a bit. Definitely not what he said. And Lucasfilm, the company, most surely did not consider the EU canon. I mean, just look at this. I mean, they had a whole hierarchy about it, about how it's not canon. I mean, they had G canon for the 6 movies. They had C canon for, books, comics, young adult novels, children's books, video games. All those were not in C canon. We had S canon for things that were a bit more iffy, that you could take or leave. That definitely wasn't a thing. T canon, which was entirely created for Dave Filoni with the television canon, but it only applies to his show. And then N for non-canon. Weird. I wonder why that's a section if all 4 of those other things I mentioned were non-canon. I don't know. It's really stupid. and then Leland Chee of Lucasfilm, who made sure to keep all the continuity together, he definitely didn't say that the EU must follow certain tenets through the films and other guidelines set by George Lucas. He never said that. And in Star Wars Insider 123, it definitely doesn't say that a great deal of attention and care have been put into fleshing out the Star Wars universe. Our fans are sophisticated and demand a cohesive approach. That was never a thing. I swear to God, this is all coming out of my brain. It's all made up. It's not true. Also, in Star Wars Gamer number 6, it definitely doesn't say that canon refers to what Lucasfilm considers an authentic part of the official Star Wars history. That was definitely never said. And I just want to formally apologize for being so utterly wrong on that, and how the sequel movies are actually just the gospel entrenched in a film, just the absolute standard for what you want to see in a movie, let alone a Star Wars movie, just movies in general. It is the peak of storytelling. Godfather, get out of here. Goodfellas, get out of here. I don't know why I mentioned 2 mom movies, but forget that fact. Citizen Kane, all those movies, none of them compare to the grandiose perfection that I was so blind to see before, which was the sequels. Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, all these things are the pinnacle of storytelling. There's not a single story you can watch that is better than those. Baby Yoda is actually one of the deepest characters you've ever seen in fiction. And if you don't realize that, you're actually just an ignorant fool who needs to castrate himself. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I am now going to abandon the EU forever, and I'm going to stick primarily and only to canon. I will review all the Disney books that were released, High Republic, any other book, comic. It's all coming, baby. All for you. So you can get the official and only one that counts and matters canon. EU, all that time and effort spent for years, for 30 years, none of that is true. It's all fake. It was fan fiction. And I'm sorry it took me so long to realize. I truly am a fool. And I apologize. Anyway. Happy April Fools.